Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Gestalt, Steven Cinder. I had a little think about the spot that was giving me a hard time last time. And it occurred to me that I hadn't tried just shooting it from farther to the left. So we're going to try that. I think I just straight up just didn't even try, because we know that the bullets can go through the thorn lines, right? So I think that was my error. We'll see. Interesting. That didn't stun him either. So, my thinking is there's probably a platform somewhere to the side from here. So let's see. Yeah, there totally is. It's right there. Huh. I wonder, did we even need to... need to do the corgi puzzle in order to get that? Alright, so this bit. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so shortcut opened. Sorts. This will be the chest that lets you see the corgi on the other side. Yep. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and heal. I'm getting nervous about how far we are without healing. Also, I like these little green lanterns. That's cool. Gotten a lot of infused amanitas, I feel like. We think left or up first? Left was a good choice. Maybe. What does that put us as far as upgrades? We've got enough for either this or this. I think it doesn't really matter at this point. That feels maybe like a boss arena. You know what? Oh, that's interesting. They went from 2 wide to 3 wide now that we've got more than 4. That's very interesting. We've got a lot of infused amanitas, so let's take that to the guy. The guy with the stuff. He's just right over there, yeah. Didn't we get some more notes? I feel like we did, and I didn't take them to the cellar. Alright, no new accessories. Interesting. Isn't there usually... Yeah, okay. I found an infused amanita. Can you upgrade my healing flask with it? Sorry, lass, I can't upgrade your flask any further. Interesting. Yeah, maxed out on him. Door is locked. Huh. Number of choices in this game that I find pretty surprising. Like I don't think we ever have figured out what's going on with this house. Like it just is. Alright, so still got a bunch of infused amanitas. So that makes me think that there is more going on that we haven't like uncovered yet. The cat is in my lap and it's kind of messing up my positioning for this episode. Have 100,000 scrap at one time. Wasn't it you? Right? Meow. Cat is now clawing my lap, so that's not my favorite. I need to kill you. Star pendant. Alright, building ourselves a shortcut inside. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We're just gonna go ahead and drop all the way down because I want to turn in these notes. Need some tasks, 2 ability points, and some scrap. Research notes. I found more research notes for you. Splendid. Well done. Expand my repertoire. Show me what you got. Interesting. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that. onyx belt. Seems pretty good. We just got the collector acquire all accessories. Cool. Alright. That's interesting, because that means that we've got like $90,000 and gosh, how have I only killed 3 of the piranha bats? There we go. Mastery Unleashed. Acquire all upgrades in the gym board. Hooray! I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to just like find a spot where one of the bats spawns pretty easy and just farm it. Because I'm getting the sneaking suspicion that we're not gonna be going back much. Did we ever find a bestiary? I think we did. But I could easily be wrong. Alright, there's definitely no going back there, so we're gonna have to loop around the other way. I'm annoyed at myself for not looking over and breaking open that particular enemy. It's okay. Proper shortcut unlocked. Nice. Killed both, actually. Alright. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that tracks. Well, look who it is, the Cinder. Just one vanguard. You really think that's enough to stop me? We shall endeavor to find out. Now, draw your sword. Really? Don't you want to talk my ear off first? Most of you vanguard all prattle. No offense, Cass. Careful, Alethea, this one's dangerous. Lady Cassandra, it seems I misjudged you. A pity. Well, are you prepared or not, Cinder? No mistaking that attitude. You must be Eliza, Lady of the Broken Lance. She's mine, Cassandra. You get out of here. I've perilously little patience for all these introductions, girl, and no interest in your name or reputation, only your actual skill. Show me how hot that fire of yours blazes, Cinder. Let us make this a jewel to remember. So they, like, inside of this, they've lampshaded how talky they are, and yet this is still, like, a pretty lengthy conversation, like, of them being like, oh, she barely talks, she's like, go straight to it, and it's like, this is several hundred words. Okay, that was the wrong move. Alright, so she's poisoned. Go ahead and heal, even though I kind of think it's a mistake to do so already. Whoa. Huh. You're not as strong as they claimed. You're far stronger. Finally, a real fight. Go, Soldner, and leave me be. You've earned this. You fought well, Eliza. Now rest. The Lady of the Broken Lens is the achievement we just got. Cinders, she put up a fight. I wouldn't have expected anything less from her. Time to stop this, Cass, before my sword arm gets tired. There's an interesting thing. That happens with basically any game that has like a leveling system where it's possible. This isn't guaranteed to happen. Let me say that, but it is possible, and it's often like pretty likely for the leveling system to have any impact. Then the developer pretty much has to make it so that as you progress through the game, the boss fights actually get easier. Like if you are really like leaning into the leveling, if you're being a completionist and getting all of the upgrades and stuff, then your power level will outpace the bosses. And that's partially by design, right? Like the whole point of the leveling system is to be stronger, to feel stronger. And that's a good thing for people who have poor reflexes or just not enough time to practice the game. Like I'm a poor reflex kind of guy. I am not above accepting some numeric help on boss fights and what have you. But it does mean that like you get this weird like anti-pattern where the first boss is actually like the narrowest margin, and then as you get deeper in there, I think that was supposed to be a really hard boss, but I kind of like face tanked it. I had how many heals left in the tank? 6. Um, like that was honestly a pretty easy fight, and that's because we're over leveled for it, right? But like I don't know. I don't think that there's a great solution to the problem of developers want to let you level up because that makes the potential audience much larger, but they also want fights to be hard. Like, I don't know. Adaptive difficulty is a very difficult problem. Anyways, wait, you can't just go storming through the front gates. The entire weight of Meropolis thrown against us, even you wouldn't stand a chance. Besides, there's been enough bloodshed. Subtle approach has never been my way, Cass. What do you suggest? You'll need to trust me on this one, but I have a plan. You should know this is a one-way ticket. Hope you've had your fill of the forest. Are you ready? Go. As I'll ever be. Just follow my lead. All right. It's interesting that that felt like a point of no return flag, but I don't think it was. Elian, you knew, didn't you? Knew that I would find her? Consul, you seem beside yourself. I should kill you. And why haven't you, Consul? Going to destroy it, Elian. You destroy it? With what power? You're human, Balthazar. You don't know why I was chosen for the Gestalt program, do you? The war hero who captured a real Kayan, so I'm told. Isn't that enough? The armor we found all those years ago, that accursed hunk of dilapidated chrome that started all this. The Comitium tried for years to extract its power. Countless warriors tried to wear it, and all failed. Died mere moments after the crystals pierced their flesh. All until me. Impossible. That armor had long ago rotted away, its connection to her long since severed. To be sure, it was only for a few minutes, and the pain. But for a brief period of time, I wielded the legendary power of the armor, and I can do it again. It'll kill you, Balthazar. Is that what you want? To die a martyr for some ill-conceived cause? I only need a moment. And if my life is the price that must be paid to atone for my sins, to save my people, I could not ask for a better death. You fool. You'd consign us all to oblivion beside you, Balthazar. But it will not be enough. Faith, Balthazar. He will stop you. Your words will not sway me. You should thank me, Elian. With the gate forever sealed, I care not if you live or die. Then go, Balthazar, and we shall see what fate has in store for us all. New quest received. No map. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. We're not controlling ourselves anymore. We're controlling Cassandra. Sneaky. Hello, mechanical horse. Helmschmidt Armory. My word, it's the Clockwork Eye herself. And is that that roguelike Soldner from the slums? Yeah, she put up quite a fight, but... Demon, you mean to tell me Lord Indra died at your hand? How utterly horrific. Don't worry, she won't hurt anyone again. I'll make sure of it. Are we supposed to be pretending to be her prisoner? Is that what I am taking from that conversation? Renard, you, Red, I suppose you've every right to be angry. Believe me, it's not the first thing I've done that I'm none too proud of. She left me no choice. That's all you have to say. You murdered her. Murder? She rushed the old man, Alethea. Jocasta Enoia, whatever her name was, she was an Alcaean, like the one locked up below. Just another dead monster, then. It's that way you've been waiting for me to finish the job. It's not what I want, Alethea. You have to know that. What is it then? Not so easy to draw down now? Not so easy to draw down now. Never figured you for a coward, Renard. Alethea, the old man, something's gotten into him. That Achaean, getting under his skin. I don't know what's happened here, but he needs our help. Please, I know that you're more than human. I don't want to fight you. Just lay down your blade. Stand aside, Renard. I can't do that, Red. Old man asked me to hold you here, said the fate of Canaan depended on it. To be honest, I don't know what in Erd he's talking about, but I still owe him. What about me? Am I nothing to you? Red, I'm not going to kill you. Just want to stop you, that's all. You'll try. Huh, thought you'd say that. Suppose this chat of ours is over. Okay. See, like, that was easy. I did not play that well. Damn, looks like I was right to bet on Red. What are you saying? The old man. He was one of us once. If you couldn't even beat me, well, the old man would have made mincemeat out of you. Had to make sure you were ready. That look in his eyes, like a man possessed. Whoever's down there, it isn't the man I once knew. Stupid bastard. Ouch, easy, Cass. I've been in worse shape, though not by much. Damn, Red. Look, we're not through, Renard. Not by a long shot. I just can't forgive you for what you did. Just as stubborn as always. Suppose there's no stopping you now. Balthazar's inside, along with your friend, Marlowe. And it didn't look like he was going all too willingly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm going to faint. He's out. Thank you, Alethea. I know you could have killed him if you'd wanted to. Now go on. Get what you've come for. I'll watch over the lughead here. Just remember, once you go in there, be ready to face him. If there's anything else you need to do, I suggest you do it now. Alright, the Fox is the achievement we just got. For some reason, this feels very Shantae. Oh, it's just literally just straight in. Come, I'm expecting you. Faust, I should be more surprised. Stand aside. Calm yourself, girl. My ties with Comitium are severed. I'm here at the behest of another. The Fox always had another card to play. Renard. He was rather fond of you, girl. Couldn't bear to leave you unprepared, as it turned out, and it appears you really were stronger than him. I don't have time for this, Faust. What do you want? Yes, with some help from our friend the fox, I've learned quite a bit since we last spoke. Enough to guide you, perhaps. Tell me, girl, what do you remember of your childhood? My childhood? Those are painful memories. Not all of them, I suppose, but an orphan in Arcala doesn't have it easy. What about your earliest memories before Bluebell? Before? It's a blur. Only Jocasta and Noia. Before she died, she said she was my mother, in so many words. True, in a certain sense. You were derived from her cells? Derived? You are no Achaean, but neither are you human. You are something more, an artifact, torn from the lost pages of the liturgy, the Apocrypha, an abyssal night. Indeed, the answer to the ultimate mystery, girl, a prize that mankind and the Achaeans have fought over since the betrayal. So the Comitium created me to harness the power of the Abyss. It was written in the lost pages, a Gestalt, a perfect fusion of Achaean cinder and human steam, was the key to unlocking the power to change the world. The perfect fusion of two parts of a whole, the secret of the Abyssal Night, a pure being capable of communing directly from the power of the Abyss, the power that lies at the heart of Canaan, beneath where we stand right now. The gate, but Balthazar, he wants to destroy it. Yes, and no doubt the Achaeans want to open it. I suspect, girl, you will be faced with a choice. Who to believe, who to trust. Faust, you leave me with more riddles. Then one more to contemplate. Enoia's blood flows through your veins, yes. But a child is two halves. Who else's blood flows through your veins? Oh no! He's our dad! Of course he's our dad. Such indomitable spirit, such rigid will. A man capable of incredible strength. You can't mean... It's only a theory. One more thing, girl. Balthazar, he believes the world rests on his shoulders alone, and he believes you, an Abyssal Knight, threatens that world. Try to stop you at any means necessary. Are you prepared for that? I'm not turning back. I'll see this through to the end. Good, good. Then embrace what you truly are, Alethea. The power you can draw on. You've barely scratched the surface. The power of the Abyss longs to be free. Seeking someone to wield it, you can activate the gate just as you did the conduits. Now, allow me to show you the way. You best not go unprepared. Would you like to see what I have for you? Show me. Let's see what you have. It's stuff that I don't care about. Doesn't this... Yeah, this says that there's a way through that way, but I guess... Alright, well the map's a little misleading there, but that's okay. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at our map and just double check there's nothing that I've overlooked or forgotten about. There is the problem of we haven't completed that quest there. Oh yeah, there's a dog down here, isn't there? Yeah, there is. It's kind of weird that there's not a fast travel down here. Like, it makes sense from, like, a narrative perspective, but from a, like, actual gameplay, like, exploring and being thorough perspective, less so. Let's get that dog. There's a decent chance, actually, that that is, like, the last dog. Alright, so, I'm just gonna run it off camera. I don't need y'all to, like, aren't gonna get anything from watching me do it. So I'm gonna run that, and I'll see you guys once we're down in the room where the dog is. Alright, here we are, and this room. Dog is directly there, so I think just like that. Excellent. Journal updated. Doug. Alright. I didn't really think that there was going to be anything in that corner, but I felt compelled to check. Boy, made an absolute hash of that. Just gonna quickly rescan this area. I don't think that there's anything else in here that we need. I do want to very briefly check in the there. The room that, I'm blanking on his name. With the robot, the one over here. We're just gonna pop into it and just see has anything changed with that. I really don't think so. But, you know, we're practically on top of it anyways, so. Should I watch and enter again? No. Time to get out of here already, but the artifacts down here, they're incredible. I can't leave just yet. Don't make me drag you out of here. Ada would kill me if she found out I left you here to rot. 1 hour, Alethea, 1 hour and I'll follow you at my word. Fine, take the elevator as soon as you're done. Brilliant, I'm right behind. You better, or the rust rot will be the least of your worries. Huh, I believe you. But first, it seems this is our last chance to craft anything from the scrap sea. Care to see what I can craft for you? Sure, show me what you got. It is exactly the same stuff that I've already got in excess. Cool. All right. Interesting. Nothing there that I'd really care about. All right. Double checking. Erkala's text is so small there that it ends up looking like a line to nowhere, which I think is kind of funny. I think I might. Yeah, I'm going to go to the forest and just grind up those 10 bats. It's silly, but you know, it is what it is. I will see you guys once I've completed that. All right, and I just got the journal updated, but that's how I've been doing that. Just walk into this room, slap the thing, move on. Honestly, I think that the fastest way to handle this might actually be to fast travel back to here and then run over to that one. Right? Actually, fast travel to here and then over to that one. Cool. Right. So, Erkala. Complete some tasks. Bounty Hunter, complete all bounties from the bounty board. Woo! It's interesting that we've got more points than we have things that we can invest the points into. I would have thought there'd be like some little offshoots that are just like pretty optional, but just like take up the space of it, you know? Return to Finn. Ha, I found all of them. I should return to Finn in Erkala. Alright, let's do that. This room is just too long. Alright, Finn. Woof, woof. Finally, I was afraid I'd have to tear the whole city apart. Arf, arf, arf. Is that a Finn? Where'd you find this? Ugh, drool. Still, I appreciate the gesture, buddy. Arf. You've received 1 ability point, Corgi Caretaker Champion, and Lore Master. are the achievements we've just got. Alright. Total 32, complete 31, open 1. What did he give me? Custom gun muzzle. A unique gun muzzle given by Finn the Corgi. Maybe I should give it a shot. Passively generate plus 20 energy per second up to a max of 4 bullets. Prevents death and restores health to 100%. Well, that sounds unreasonably good. I also don't understand the sorting here. Is it... Oh, it's alphabetical. Duh. I should have seen that coming. Healing items, max break, max damage, and we don't need the poison resistance now, so we can put that over that. So if I just put that down, wow, instantly goes. That's crazy. That's actually, I would argue, maybe too good. Obviously, we can choose not to equip that, but like that, like completely changes. Like that means that like now, when I fight, I can just go ham and just fire away with the shots. It barks whenever we do it. That's really funny. Surely there's gonna be a save soon, right? Interesting. Tone setting room, I guess. All tethered up. Activate all tethers. And then what you want to bet that we walk into the next room, it's the last room, and we get an achievement for completing the map. Cartographer. Reveal the entire map of Canaan. Just Jivo on Jivo on Jivo. Alright. So that means that the final boss is in that room. Am I happy with my loadout here? I'll be honest, I'm a little tempted to not use this because it feels maybe a little OP. But we'll just go for it. Screw it. Interesting. Father, please, you must listen to me. There's more at stake here. Destroying the gate, it isn't the answer. Super interesting that we've got various symbols from various religions. The Eye of Ra, the Jewish star. Yeah. We need to understand the power of the abyss within. In desperate pride, man delved in the darkness of the mall itself and took the power for themselves. Balthazar, enough prattle. Marlowe, are you alright? I'm sorry, Alethea. I thought I could reason with him, but... Balthazar, you monster. What did you do to him? The boy will live. And that's the point, girl. Survival. What you and those Achaeans want, don't you see? Annihilation. I know you saw it. Urkala aflame. That future, that is what lies behind the gate. That is all that you fabled abyssal knight will bring us. You don't know that. Enoya, my mother, she told me I would have a choice to make. Told me it would show me the truth. Is that what you're afraid of, old man? I saw it, girl. I see it every night. The fate I must prevent, whatever it takes. What she was to me, what you are, I cannot falter. Stand aside, Balthazar. It's long past time for answers. No more living in darkness. Damn you, Enoya. Damn you for making me do this. Aristera. All those years ago, I thought you died. Aristera? Yes, your true name. A girl born of steam and cinder, of Anoya's blood and mine. Father, what are you? She is your sister, boy. Dun dun dun. Aristera, is there nothing I can say to sway you from your purpose? I know, the gate, the power of the abyss. Destiny or not, we must see what lies beyond. Please, stand aside. I don't want to spill any more blood. The gods have truly cursed me. Is this to be the cost of my salvation? To kill my own kin? Forgive me, Aristera and Dexios. I shall show you why I ascended to the throne. That one animation would have taken so long. Holy. Like, that was probably days, if not weeks, of animation for one person to do in a sprite or whatever. Just an enormous amount of the budget, so to speak, of this game went into that animation. That's the Chrome Knight's armor. How? Yes. The relic that started all this, recovered from the vaults so long ago. It was the seed for Project Gestalt. Awakened memories of the gate, long since dormant. Father, stop this. That armor is but a shadow of itself. It will tear you apart. Yes, my son, I know. I won't survive this. And for what I'm about to do, I would not want to. I must become the monster this world needs right now. Get back, Marlowe. This fight is mine. Come, Gestalt. Come, Abyssal Knight. Let us bring this long discord to its bitter conclusion. I think the poison actually tipped him over into the next phase. What? Impossible. The gate. It's reacting to your energy. No, I will not let you open. I will save Kanan. No, Balthazar. It's the end of the line for you. I will embrace the power stirring within me. The power of the abyss. Oh, facing the wrong way. Got him. Vanquished Chrome Knight. The Chrome Knight is the achievement we just got. The power of an Abyssal Knight. This is it, Balthazar. It's done. Yes, girl, it is. He just sidearmed me? Alethea, what have you done? My duty. All I ever wanted to do. I'm sorry, my boy. Dexios. So sorry. I just wanted you to live. Father. Father. Father! What? That energy. Was that me? My father, he called me Dexios. Could it be... I've seen this before. Alethea, you provided the spark. Now, I will make it burn. The power of the abyss. It is your legacy, and mine. Together, we shall see what truly lies within the abyss. It's weird that they've got a double space after the legacy. Like, whatever, it's fine, it doesn't matter, but it just... This game has typos in the oddest places. Goodbye, Father. Where you failed, we too, we will succeed. Canaan will survive, and this I swear. The cross was almost off screen the entire time on there. A game created by Metaverse. Huh. Well, that felt like a really abrupt end. Did I miss something? Was that a bad end? Would you want to bet that Tom Maher and John Maher are brothers? More animators than I expected, to be honest. Tile set and background artist. Prototype art. That's interesting. And a big concept art team, including what looks like a company. Kuya Art? That sounds like a company to me. Also, interestingly, you can just barely make it out here. I don't know if this is going to translate onto YouTube, but there's a little bit of wiggle. I think the game is a little unsure of how to rasterize this typeface at the exact positions they are, which means that the position is probably happening in like a floating point kind of way. It's not 600 pixels up, it's 600.271 pixels up, and every once in a while that's why the letters are jiggling in height just a little bit, because the renderer isn't sure quite where to put them. That's a little surprising to see that. It's not a big deal. Like, I imagine most people won't notice it, but... Anyway, leaving aside totally irrelevant, like, pixel rendering things, I liked this game. Like, especially, like, moment to moment playing it, it felt good. I liked the leveling up. I liked the gym, system. Of, you know, essentially a sphere grid. It was pretty short. Like, this is what, episode 7 or 8? I've lost count. But, like, pretty short game because there's just not that many areas. And you don't really need to do much backtracking, which is probably for some people a good thing. Like, they want to just, you know, play through the story. But I feel like this game was expecting the story to be like the selling point, like, oh, this is like a really like deep, cool story, and it was fine. I felt like the characters were way too verbose. The cutscenes just like kept going, and like, you know, there would be information in the cutscenes, so it wasn't like they were pointless, but like they just needed to be like trimmed down. They needed to be edited a bit. And because like it's a pretty short game, I don't feel like I built up, all right, Gestalt, complete all main quests, Savior of Canaan, complete all achievements. All right, here we go. Here's our post-credit scene. So like, to complete my thought, like I feel like the game, because it had such a short runtime, it didn't feel like it earned some of the verbose cutscenes that would happen in between me running through areas. And I don't know that my opinion would change if it was like 50% longer or something, but I think it would have not felt quite so bad. Like, it just felt like there was a lot of play for a little bit and then watch a cutscene that felt like it took too long, and then play for a little bit and then watch another cutscene that took too long. And I think that just if there was a little higher play ratio to the cutscene, it wouldn't have felt quite so bad. But really, like, the better fix would be hire an editor to sit down and work with the dialogue and make it flow a little more naturally and just be faster. Like, fewer words better for a lot of these things. It's a video game. A lot of people are not going to sit here and read through a whole long thing. Brevity is the source of wit or whatever. I don't know. The soul of wit. I forget. But like, my point is, super long conversations, characters talking in this like almost Shakespearean way, just is a really good way to like lose me, and I know that I'm not alone on that. Finally, I nearly felt the creep of boredom. Is it done then? The gate has been opened. Yes, you played your role flawlessly, brother. Side note, this game keeps doing things like this where they're like, oh, this is a big reveal. And it's like, is it? Is it? Because I'm going to bet now, this is our mom. She's fine. She's not dead at all. And it turns out that Elian was our uncle the whole time because brother. But it wasn't exactly as we'd foreseen. It was the boy, Dexios, who managed it. And what of the girl? I do not know. Balthazar, that arrogant fool. You, so many years here, living among them, watching over her, they are tools, nothing more. Do not forget that. Enoia. Yeah. I know well our purpose, brother. Weird that they didn't change her, like, dialogue label. It's still question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Come now, the abyss beckons and the awakening draws near. Yeah, so there we go. Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder. I guess we 100%ed it. 8.5 hours. Max level, all that stuff. Like I said, it's not a bad game. And if you like this kind of like, kind of overwrought, like really, really dramatic story, then it's not bad. This will be for you. It's just not super for me. Part of the reason I play Metroidvania is because I like the more lonely, isolated, fewer words is better kind of vibe that a lot of Metroidvania games have. Like, you look at the original Metroid and it's like there's practically no dialogue. You look at Hollow Knight and it's pretty sparse on the dialogue. There is dialogue, but it's few and far between. You have 4 lines of conversation with Cornifer per area, and then like you move on. So I don't know. I felt like this game just, because it took itself so seriously, and like it was doing like big reveals, and it's like, okay, but anyone who like watched Star Wars as a kid knows these reveals, like sees them coming. It didn't feel that deep. But I did enjoy the game. There was a fair number of like little things that hurt it, like the teleporting, like when we would get squashed by the rapidly moving objects or touch the thorns and it would instantly teleport us back. Like, that didn't feel very good. Which I think was just like a little bit of animation stuff. Just like, okay, just scooch it just a little bit. And just like little, I don't know, rough edges. Overall, though, like, very functional game. Like, I enjoyed the combat for the most part, the exploring, the jumping around, finding the stuff. Some things were a little obtuse, but nothing terribly. We did have a few problems with triggering conversations after they stopped making sense for them to be triggered. That happens. Conversation flags are complicated. It's hard to put all of the checks in there that you need to put in. Yeah, honestly, I think this game would have been helped by having a little more ground for you to cover to sort of balance things out and make it feel a little cleaner. But at the same time, like, that would probably that would have other effects. Like, if the game had a larger surface area, then we would be hitting max level before we did. And I feel like we hit max level at a pretty good point in the game. Like, okay, we're right at the tail end of the game. There's like 3 bosses that we need to do. I do kind of wonder if they had a cut content bit where like the city, like the upper crust, was going to be an area and then it just didn't happen. I was really surprised that the lava chase bit was a like one-time thing. We never went back there. Just genuinely surprised by that, but it's fine. There's a few things like finding the dogs felt a little bit random. And I think that may have just been I was supposed to have gone and talked to Finn before finding the first dog, and I just didn't, and yeah, that's fine. Not a big deal. Let's see, what else? I do think that a lot of the combat felt a little clunky in that, like, you need to, like, draw your gun and shoot, draw your gun and charge and then shoot. Is just really easy to, like, not get that off correctly. And, you know, that's probably part of the challenge of the game, right? Like, that's why, like, there's a risk reward there with doing that. But there's also a lot of this. This room is effectively one-dimensional, right? Like, you go across the end. The only thing that's interesting about this room is that there's this little bit that forces us to jump. Otherwise, it really would be like, put one hand on the controller and leave it. It felt like, to me, kind of a lot of rooms that were just too wide. Or maybe it's just that, like, one room in particular was too wide. And you all know which one I'm talking about. It's this one. Right here. Like, this room is just so wide for, like, how much running we do. It also felt a little weird. I'm not against having limited fast travel, but it did feel like the fast travels were maybe a little oddly placed. Like, not oddly, but just, like, inconveniently placed. Because we've got a fast travel up here, and this one over here. This makes sense. Like, okay, this is the extreme of it. So if you want to get to this middle bit, you have to run all the way over here. Okay, that makes sense. And then this one, sure, it's in the middle. That makes sense. But that means that this fast travel is the fast travel effectively for this whole region over here, which it is barely technically inside of. You're actually probably better off going to this fast travel here and then climbing up for a lot of these rooms. So, like, that felt a little weird. And then there's just not a fast travel in this section, which narratively makes sense. But it feels weird that this whole lower section of the map, the fastest way to get there is to use the Urkala fast travel and then go down. It would have made sense if maybe after we had cleared this area out, then, like maybe after we connect, then something opens up, but I don't know. Kind of a square peg round hole sort of situation where the backtracking desire in me is at odds with the narrative desires of the game. So, and I think that's probably true for the game as a whole, right? Where I wanted this to be more of a Metroidvania. I wanted this to be more like, hey, we're exploring areas, we're going back to them with our new abilities and doing stuff. And there's just not that many abilities. We've got gun charge, we've got the Tesla bullets, we've got air dash, and we've got double jump. Like, those are our abilities. And then the charge blade, I guess. Like, that's not a huge ability set. We don't have a lot of mobility or anything, so it's not that kind of game. This is really more of like a linear steampunk, like, hey, here's our story, check it out. You have some exploration, you've got some, like, finding optional content, but really the point is to run through the areas, fight the bosses, watch the cutscenes. So, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not quite what I was hoping for. This game's tagged as a Metroidvania, so I was hoping it would be more of a Metroidvania. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna call it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this series. I've enjoyed this game. Don't get me wrong, I'm being a little harsh on it, but I have enjoyed this game. And I will see you all in the next series. Until then, bye!